Nothing is quite like the crypto markets. We have yet another president that has pulled a rug pull on his people. Market is still sideways and everybody's starting to ask, like, when is this thing going to pump? While in the same time, we have seen pumps from, for example, XRP and ADA. Now, everything is not sideways and the bottoms is, according to me, in. I will explain everything in this video, and then I will give you some gems, of course, some tokens that are set to launch and ready to get there right now. So let's dive into this. All right, so first and foremost, the fear and greed index is at 38. So it is in fear, not in deep fear, but it is in fear, and we like that. That's where we want to have it. When market is in fear, that's when you want to buy. When market is in greed, that's when you want to sell. And as you can see, this is like record lows of fear, while the price of Bitcoin is still hovering just below 100K. That is unseen of, unprecedented, and it shows that there's a lot of strength behind Bitcoin, even though retail has totally fled the market. Retail traders in the markets are bear market levels. And you can see it even better here, where the blue line represent commercial investor or asset management companies or firms, while the red line is big investors, whales, and the green line is us retail traders. We retail traders are out. Like these lows, you have to go back to the bear market to see these kind of lows or this low interest from retail traders in the crypto markets. And at the same time, we're having this beautiful switch here between institutional money and whale money. And that is the switch that we want to see where the bottoms is in. So institutional money or commercial investment money is most often on the low side before the bull rally starts. So let's look at this. So we had this one on the low here. Commercial money started to buy up, and what happened? Market started to rally. Here, when they started to sell off from February in 2024, market went sideways, slightly down. Then what happened? They started to accumulate again. Just after they accumulated, basically like 1 month after, market rallied. And as soon as it started to sell off, market went sideways, slightly down again. And that's where we are right now. And now what's happening? They are starting to accumulate again. So I'm waiting for this next push to happen within a month. It can be now in February. It can be in March also. There are some catalysts. We need a catalyst that will propel the markets. It's important to understand that when we are on the top of the market, the first thing that you recognize is that everybody, of course, is hyping crypto and everybody's FOMOing into crypto, especially retail. Second thing is that you get good news, but it doesn't really affect the market. It doesn't push the market upwards. Third thing you see is that institutional money is leaving. They are selling off. They are selling to whale and retail traders. And another important factor is that the good news are pumping out so that retail traders will buy up the bags that institutions are trying to sell. Now we see the exact opposite now. Institutions are buying in. There's no major good news for BTC. Actually, the opposite. We got bad news. The market barely moved down, which is very, very bullish for crypto. And then on top of that, of course, like I said, retail is record low, is bear market low. We have fear in the markets. Most retail and whales have given up on Bitcoin and crypto totally now. They're going back to stocks, bonds, and all that regular stuff. But in the same time, we see institutions scooping up, buying up, accumulating more and more BTC and Ethereum. We can also see that the ETF inflows have started again, and we are getting more inflows, especially from BlackRock, of course, but also from Fidelity. Because for a couple of days now, we just seen massive outflows from the ETFs. But now we have inflow again, and that's good, that's healthy. And speaking of Ethereum, I've said for a while now that it looks ready to burst anytime soon. It's a sleeping bear, it's a sleeping giant. And I stand for that. Look at this. We have this major liquidation wick. This is very bullish. We have this reversal candle. I called this out in last video and last week in the Telegram channel. I said this is really confirming and signaling that we are breaking out. Today, or this week, we started, because we're on a weekly time frame here. We started with a weekly, very beautiful bullish candle. Now, this week has just started, of course, but we want to see this candle close bullish, engulfing this previous candle. That will really signal that we got an Ethereum pump brewing for real here. And the breakout, you can see it very clearly here. So we had this bullish channel. I warned about it last week. And now we have broken out and we're starting to push upwards. And as you can see right now, which is actually very unusual, we have Ethereum pumping much harder than Bitcoin. So keep your eyes on ETH. Don't sleep on ETH. I know that everybody has given up hope on it, but trust me, these whales and institutions that have been buying it and buying it and buying it and making you think that it's a worthless piece of crap, they did this deliberately so that you will sell your bags to them so they can buy your bags. And when they have what they want, when they have filled all the orders, that is when you're going to see Ethereum launch off like a crazy SpaceX rocket. If you want to get in on Ethereum, I would wait for a retrace back to about 2,800. I would put my stop loss, of course, underneath this low because I think this was the local low. I'm going to go through it soon. So about 2,000, maybe just below 2,000 also if you want to be safe. And target for this, I would put it at about 5,500, but easily, if you want to hodl it, easily 7,500 up to 10,000 easily. Now back to BTC because BTC is also showing some nice bullish signs that we want to look at. This is on the weekly time frame, and as you can see, we have a bearish weekly candle, and then we have another bearish and another bearish. But if you look at these, then you will see that they're getting smaller and smaller. And that means that the bearish momentum is really dropping. If these candles haven't even engulfed anything. So you had this bearish candle, okay, it engulfed this bullish candle, very good. But the two that came after hasn't engulfed anything. So they didn't engulf this candle here. And that is very important. That is a very important sign showing, especially with these wicks that are left below with exhausted sellers. It really shows that buyers are stepping in now and the momentum is shifting. So the support that we want to see hold is 93.5K, and that is the bottom line. That is exactly the lows of this body. We don't want to see no candle close below this. If it does, then we really have to revise not only our futures position, but also our spot positions. So remember, 93.5K for BTC is the support that got to hold. If that doesn't hold, trust me, you will see altcoins and everything dump. And that is why I'm stressing that. On the daily time frame, we have some of the most stupid price action that I've ever seen. Like, this is crazy. This is as sideways as it gets. Like, look at these candles here. What is this? And then also this afterwards. Like, it looked like market was catching up momentum here, and then it just died off. But the same thing counts as for Ethereum. Our low at 89,000, I don't see us taking it out. So if we take out 93.5K, as I mentioned before, that is here, then I see us coming down to 86K and 89, 86, maybe even 74K. But I don't see that happening. And I think that this here, the low that we created in the end of January at 89K is the local low that we will not breach. Actually, the opposite, we will start gaining traction upwards. So we will start gaining bullish momentum now. But short term, I do see the market pulling back. So I think it's coming up to test 98K, pulling back down to about 95K to sweep this last liquidity. If we catch 95K, then I'm definitely putting a buy order down there because I think market's going to react quite hard from that level. But back to the charts, what we do want to see and what is very important for us right now, that is that 98K support. So we need to breach this 98K resistance. That is this line here. That is actually 97.5K because that's where the resistance starts. But we want to breach that, push above it, close above it, and come back down and retest it. So we want something like this. And when we see strength here on top of 98K, that's when we're really gonna see altcoins start moving, but also us pushing further past 100K, because that 100K level, as we have seen, it offers massive resistance. And we can see that every time we get there, market just rejects. Now, speaking of Ethereum and altcoins, we might actually have our altcoin season coming very, very soon. So we got a couple of signals flashing, showing us that altcoin season is very close. So first and foremost, if we look at this very bearish pennant that you see here, it's a big chance, it's 80% chance that market will come down and sweep all this liquidity that is stacked up here. This is the type of stuff you want to see when you trade to catch a reversal. After that, what do you want to catch? After accumulation, you want that manipulation. That is exactly what happened there. After the manipulation, you want a confirmation that the reversal is happening. What do we have here? On the weekly time frame, we have a bearish engulfing candle on this massive liquidation candle. It's looking very good. But then we have something extra special, and that is a bearish divergence, a bearish RSI divergence. So this one is trending down and this one is trending up, signaling that there's a strong reversal ahead because this is on a weekly time frame. So if this thing starts to drop, and if we look at it how it looked like before, every time it has dropped, we've had a massive altcoin season. Now, I don't think that it's going to drop that hard this time. Why? Because BTC is incredibly strong. There's too much institutional money flowing into BTC, especially now with the FOMO, the national FOMO, the institutional FOMO that is exploding. So the demand for BTC is exploding while the supply of BTC is going to record low levels. As we can see here, there's barely any Bitcoin left on the exchanges, as you can see on this purple line. So altcoin season is brewing, and I've said it all the time, keep your eyes on the American boomer tokens. So boomer tokens are tokens that were popular and that did good previous bull run, and they're going to have their rerun this bull run. Most of them basically already had it, but you want to focus on the Americans because it's in the United States of America where all the bullishness is happening now for crypto. So Ethereum, we already spoke on it. Don't sleep on this one because when it rips, it's going to rip. But then we got ChainLink that I spoke on last time or in the last video. That one is perfectly bouncing off this key level support right now. And we have posted this trade actually on the trade announcements channel on Telegram. If you ain't in it, link is in the description box below. That's where we always post all our trades first, so don't sleep on that channel. Trying to post daily trade ideas and trying to stream at least a couple of times every week, live trading streams with Q&A sessions. So ChainLink definitely. Stop loss at 13.6 and target at about $66. And this chart is posted on the Telegram channel. But then we have XRP that also has done a little push and shown a lot of strength. So it bounced off this bottom support line, pushed its way all the way up to this resistance line, has come back down, retested the sweet spot at about 2.62, presented a beautiful entry for us this morning that I also called out in the Telegram. We took our first take profit level on it. But the main target for us on XRP is at about $5.5 to $7.5. And I know you guys want me to say $70 or $700, but I'm talking about realistic terms now this year, this bull run. If you want a gem, a token that has great potential and is extremely undervalued, also an American boomer token, it has the potential to gain 10x easily, then that is Polkadot. Don't sleep on Polkadot. It's at a beautiful $5 entry right now, perfect to DCA into it. And what we want to see now is a breakout from this channel here. So a breakout at about $5.8. We want market to come back, retest it, and that is when we really can start scaling in for real. My target level for Polkadot is $43.8 for one Polkadot. Now Cardano has given us a great pump after there was some bullish news on Cardano ETF. It's not approved yet, but the filing is there at least, and that is very important. And what we can see now is that, yeah, we had this bottom like for most cryptos, and we have started to create this nice uptrend here. And I've been bullish on Cardano for a long time now, and I said for a long time that I'm expecting Cardano to hit minimum $3 on this bull run. Besides that, what we can see is that liquidity above BTC is dominating. We have much more liquidity above than below, so on the buy side than on the sell side, which means market should magnetize upwards now. We want to go down, sweep that last liquidity at 95K, as I mentioned before. That is this cluster that you see here. But after that, we do want to see BTC push upwards to at least 105K. And I want to remind you about our Telegram channel where we drop airdrops every week. We have different competitions, challenges, alphas being dropped here all the time, so you know what's happening and going on in the markets. You want the latest news. You want the latest trades, the latest market updates. We're giving it all daily, on a daily basis, live streaming daily. And I want to put some attention on the world pre-sales. That is our native token, the utility token of our community and academy. You have the mini app, we have our academy, we have the task where you can perform tasks and actually earn real tokens while you do them. And at the same time, you can earn tokens on referring people, and you can connect your wallet to this. So you have your wallet in here, but also This is where you have the pre-sale. So this is where you can get a hold of world before anybody else. But with that said, guys, if you got some value out of this, then please smash that like button. We need your support to produce better content on this channel. If you want alpha before anybody else, make sure you join the Telegram channel and subscribe to this channel and put on the notification bell so that you don't miss when we go live on the live streams. You don't want to miss those. So guys, I wish you a beautiful, prosperous week, and I'll see you at the top because you know the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.